This video is going to probably cost me tens of thousands of dollars, but I gotta do it. You see, I've been one of the biggest Volkswagen ID.4 fans from its original unveiling, taking one of the first deliveries here in the United States with my first edition. But a year and a half later, the software issues have gotten so bad that I want to push it off the cliff. And I don't think I'm alone. Let me walk you through all of the issues I and many others have been dealing with and the shocking response that I got from Volkswagen when I invited them to comment. And we're going to start right now. Welcome to E4 Electric, where I reveal the truth behind the electric car headlines. Go ahead and click on that subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you don't miss anything moving forward. I've been driving Teslas since 2012. But in 2019, I was ready for something else. And when I saw the new ID.4 unveiling, I was like, yes, that's my new ride. It had everything I needed, like the instrument panel and the air vents that didn't need an app or a tutorial, and nothing I didn't, like a fart app or an ability to beat Bugattis off of the stoplight. My first edition that came fully loaded with every option available, including the dual seat massagers, was less than $35,000 after the tax rebate. My bank account loved it too. After I got my ID.4, Volkswagen and I have partnered up to promote the car on my channel because the only products and services I promote on here are the ones that I either like or, better yet, got for myself. So let me be very clear that doing this video and telling the truth about my experience with the ID.4 will absolutely take me out of the pool of influencers considered for the next Volkswagen ad campaign, and that will lose me a significant amount of revenues. But I can't be a cheerleader for this car any longer. When I just got the car, I knew there were a few software glitches to deal with, and I knew that's the price to pay as one of the first adopters. But Volkswagen has promised to quickly fix them with over-the-air updates, so I wasn't really sweating it. Well, I'm sweating now. Yeah. Glitches turned into annoyances, annoyances turned into inconveniences, inconveniences turned into issues, and issues turned into safety concerns. What did not turn into anything were my consistent requests to Volkswagen to solve these issues. And I know I'm not the only one. How do I know? Well, actually, I didn't really have to go that far to find out. Luckily, I run one of the biggest ID.4 owner communities on Facebook with over 10,000 members, and a quick poll showed that at least 40% had software issues. 40%! That's like 60% less than the number of Volkswagen software engineers who should be unemployed. Now, before I tell you about all of the problems that I, and I'm sure those 40% of owners have experienced, let me be very clear that I did reach out to Volkswagen to come on this channel and address these issues. Funny story though. Now, recently Volkswagen has told me that they have banned me from their media events because of this video about the ID Buzz, in which I said this. It kind of looks like a Ford delivery van dressed up as a Volkswagen minibus for Halloween. Yeah, see, I think what they were looking for was this.
This is the new ID Buzz, and it's the cure, my friends, the cure for the oversized yet somehow cramped, boring, samey, annoying SUV that had been clogging up our streets for too damn long. Out on the road in the ID Buzz, you're going to see a big, stupid grin on my face quite a lot today. And that's saying something because I am naturally frowny, but I can't be in this car. It just makes you happy.
Oh, I get it. See, I was practicing that in front of the mirror for a while, but then, once the camera was on and the lights were shining, me, the truth comes out. I should give those guys a call and see how they do it. Oh. So, what did Volkswagen's very sensitive PR department told me when I invited them to come on and talk about this? I'll tell you in just a second, but before that, a quick reminder that this video is brought to you by Flow. Check out the Flow Home X5 and give your garage some sex appeal with its elegant design, sturdy 100% aluminum casing, and plenty of cord length. Get yours using our exclusive $150 discount in the description of this video. And by NeoCharge, you can now charge two cars at the same time without spending a ton of money on rewiring your home. All you need is the smart splitter from NeoCharge. Get one today and use the discount code in the description of this video. So after I reached out to Volkswagen's PR department, public relations without the relations, and asked them to comment on this ridiculously long list of software issues that I and many other owners have been having, they said, you want us to do what? On camera. And it's going to be recording? Then no. So I guess you can't win with Volkswagen anymore, unless it's a class action lawsuit. So let me show you a few issues that have been really making my ID.4 unusable sometimes. Now granted, from the very beginning, it took a long time for the main screen to boot up. Like it was an old Windows 95 PC. But a lot of times I'd be well out of my neighborhood by the time everything came up. But the biggest, I meant to say this, I just have a mic on the way. The biggest issues that I've had with my car is connecting my phone and then launching the Android Auto. Sometimes it doesn't connect at all, sometimes it connects, but then in the middle of me driving would just disconnect, which is very annoying and even unsafe if I'm trying to follow the navigation. But the most annoying thing that it does many times per each drive is randomly lose sound for no reason. I can listen to a voice note on a WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger, then record a reply, and then try listening to the next one, and boom, the sound is gone. Sometimes the sound comes back, but gets limited to like 20% of the volume, so you can't really hear it. On top of that, and this has started to happen a few months ago, only when I am in the ID.4, my phone would overheat to the point of having to shut down unless I jam it into my AC vent to cool it off, which now has become my everyday driving experience. I have changed 3 phones now, and the same thing happens over and over again, but only in the ID.4. I have used my phone in other cars, and it works just fine. I mean, I can fry an egg on my phone while driving. Suck it, Rivian drivers. My portable kitchen is free. Did I also mention that the screen sometimes just takes a vacation and goes blank? Or the whole infotainment system just randomly restarts, or sometimes the backup camera stops working, and then what am I supposed to do? Now luckily my grandmother taught me what they used to do back in the day, which is, and this is crazy, they would actually turn all the way around so they can see with their eyes, all the neighbors' dogs they're just about to run over. Barbaric. I also get random error messages on the screen, which unfortunately I'm not able to capture for you guys since they go away so fast, but I was able to capture my tire pressure monitor, which for some reason does not display the PSI measurements, telling me my tire pressure was low while I've verified multiple times that the tire pressure was up to spec. But wait, there is more. Another thing that drives me crazy is when I walk up to my car and it greets me by turning the lights on, which is nice, and then it unlocks my doors, but it doesn't unlock my charging port. So I have to take my fob out and unlock the car again to get the charging cable out. And last but not least, definitely not least, let's talk about the app. Let me take my blood pressure medication first. Now, the app was already redone once and in its second version, but not only it has very few features, but it still takes forever to use any of them. It may take quite some time to get something simple going, like turning the air conditioning on. There have been cases where by the time I got to the car, the app still did not trigger the AC to go on, and I ended up turning it on by hand, very sweaty hand, once already inside. Also, if you try to change the temperature after turning the climate on, the app throws a bunch of error messages because it looks at the temperature change as a completely from scratch separate command. Oh, and get this, you have to log in to the app twice, once into the app and the second time into the actual car. It is insane. I mean, I can probably hire a couple of software engineers off of Fiverr to make a better app over a weekend. I'm not kidding. Am I ever? I truly believe this is probably true. I did contact the Volkswagen of America over a year ago when the problem started and worked with them and my local service center to figure things out. They even at some point had me meet with their software expert that they flew in from Germany, because that's where all software experts come from. And the answer that he gave me was, I think, more infuriating than all of these problems together. He blamed it on Google. But after I pointed out to them that the same Google's software, the Android Auto, works just fine in all other cars I've tried, they have finally admitted that they were working on a fix which would be in the next over-the-air update. Now, I don't know what he meant by the next update, because no one in the United States has gotten one since, let's see, it's October now, ever. I haven't gotten one, and I am halfway through my lease. So, in the last year and a half, I went from a fan and an advocate to someone who hates getting into his car. And it's a shame. I really hope that Volkswagen is going to do right by all of us, the ID.4 owners, before they lose us forever to so many great alternative choices that are growing with every day. Let me know if you are one of those ID.4 owners who have been suffering from the same problem. And would like to, I don't know, meet for some group therapy, and hopefully we can charge it to Volkswagen. But for now, I am looking forward to all of your comments. Other than that, see you guys next time, and remember to stay charged.